Hey YouTube, this video is going to be I think it's called the Boast About Blush Tag. And I am going to just talk to you about some of my favorite blushes, what I think is overrated, underrated, stuff like that. This tag has 9 questions to it. And right off the bat, if you are watching this video, I tag you because I am interested to know what people like and dislike and stuff like that. So the first question is, how many blushes do you own? If I sat here and counted every blush that I own, it may take me a very long time. Let's just safely say probably over 50. And I am not embarrassed to say that in any way. I like blush, and they always come out with something new and I want to try it, and YouTube made me do it. What is my favorite blush? My favorite blush, and not in any particular color, are the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-hour blushes. And I think that I have mentioned that once before. I did sort of a collection video on it, and this is just happens to be the Tickled blush, but this is my favorite blush. Do you use cream or powder? I actually use both. I have several brands. I think I have some NYX cream. I have one from Flower Cosmetics, that's a cream. I have Revlon cream. So I have a few cream blushes. My favorite from the drugstore and high-end. My favorite drugstore blushes are actually 2, but it's from one company, and I need to grab the other one second. And I have discovered that it's really hard to narrow things down. So there may be like more than one in under each question. But my favorite drugstore blushes are by Milani. So you have the Baked Blush, which looks like this. This one just happens to be Coralina. And then you have their powder blushes, the limited edition rose blushes. Absolutely love those. My favorite high-end blushes, there are 2. So my favorite high-end blushes, I don't know, this is like asking me sort of the same question twice, but this also lets me be able to tell you 2 more blushes that I absolutely love. And the first one is not a surprise. It is the Bare Minerals Ready Blush, and I have several of these. This one just happens to be in the French Kiss. And also Mally's Effortless Airbrush Blush / Highlighter. I have 2 of these. I had 3. Somehow one disappeared. But this is the Afterglow, and this is the Pure Light Highlighter. I also have it in the Pretty in Pink with the Pure Light Highlighter. I actually have the Pretty in Pink one today, but you can't really see it because you see so much of the Afterglow. So those are my 2 favorite high-end blushes. 2 of my favorite high-end blushes. And you saw the drugstore. The most overrated blushes, and don't get me wrong, these are very nice blushes, and I have, I think, 3 of them. But there are so many dupes for them, and these things are so super expensive. And these are the NARS blushes. I have them in, I have Orgasm, I have Taj Mahal, and I have Exhibit A. Very nice blushes, overrated because they are too expensive. And you can find so many dupes for them. The most underrated, oh, sorry, just looking at a message on my phone. The most underrated blush, this blush I never hear anybody, actually I saw one person that I'm subscribed to, and her name is Tammy. Her YouTube is Tammy TKD Gal. She did a video on Estee Lauder products, and she showed this blush. I really never see anybody talk about these blushes, and this blush is so pretty. I got this from a CCO, and the packaging is so nice. You have that huge mirror, and this is all like clear acrylic, and the gold top. These are so pretty. I've also heard Crystal from Crystal is 007 talk about these, but hardly any other person that I have watched talked about the Estee Lauder blushes, and it is really pretty. And number 5 blushes that everyone should own, and I'm going to go back to some that I have here. Was that number 5? Number 8. 5 blushes that everyone should own. One sec. I had to grab one because mostly everything else is on my table, but I had to grab one more, and I am not sure if it's a limited edition or not. But some of these I already mentioned, but there are a couple more. The first one is one that I have not mentioned. This is a Clinique blush, and it is the Cheek Pop Blush Pop, and I have it in the color Berry Pop, and it looks like that. It has that pretty flower embossing on it. Really pretty. So the Clinique Blush Pop, whatever you want to call it, I think everyone should own a Tarte blush, at least one. They are kind of expensive, but you should own at least one. Of course, Bare Minerals, you should own at least one of these. Another one that I have here is the Kat Von D Everlasting Face Shaper Blush. The packaging is gorgeous, but that's not why you should own it. And I have it upside down. You should own it because the blush is gorgeous. This is in the color Heartogram. Really, 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 really pretty. So everybody should own that. And then of course the last one is the Mally Blush and Highlighter Duo. Everybody should own one of these. So that is the 5 blushes that everybody should own. And then the last question is my blush wish list. I wish to own more Kat Von D blushes because I kind of that's my first one. And I like the formula. I like the pigmentation. This dress is too big right here. I don't like that. I don't know of any. Oh, yes I do. I want it. No, is that Becca? I don't know. I don't have a wish list. I have to like see what comes out and see what I wish for. Right now I just want like at least one more of the Kat Von D blushes. That is it, you all. I tag you once again to do this video because I am very interested to see what people are buying, what they own, what they collect, what they like. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a good day.